Puppet Master. Excuse me. Yeah, just a peanut butter and honey sandwich. Delicious. Now, Puppet Master is probably not necessarily a B movie compared to other horror sagas and collections and whatever, like Freddy, Jason, so on and so forth. The first time I heard of Puppet Master was in a VHS tape I rented at a local video store we used to have here. Now it's closed down. It was called Boogeyman, and it wasn't a traditional movie. It was kind of like an encyclopedia of horror movies mashed into one. Like, say, how many movies they were in, who they're played by, who directed the movie, how many people were killed in that movie, and their overall kind of kill count score. It's kind of like a virtual baseball kind of card thing, collectible card kind of thing. All their bios and so on and so forth, like Candyman, Leprechaun, Chucky, like even lower key ones, like I'd say Puppet Master, but I gotta say, the first Puppet Master film is quite good. It does different things with the horror thing, horror genre. It's not overly. It's quite reserved in its gore at some points. Not as to the extent of Jaws, but like it builds up, and the dialogue is quite good. It doesn't follow stereotype tropes of horror movies, like annoying teenagers that you root to die for. These people are high society, well-mannered psychics who have psychic abilities and are drawn to this hotel where their old friend, his name is Gallagher. No, not the watermelon smashing guy. A former colleague of them who was into archaeology and possessing items and giving certain inanimate objects said life and all that kind of jazz. And all these different people who have these psychic abilities are somehow use their abilities for science or well profit. Like one of them is a Yale University teacher. He's the main character. Not really traditional main character. He's more so a regular husky character himself. With awesome hair, just thick of mane of hair. And the other characters in here is Dana. She's psychic at Carnival, makes money like that, and she's incredibly hot. Hottest psychic you will ever meet in a film. Very southern twang, almost. It's like Cajun kind, almost Cajun, Louisianan, not necessarily Texas, but Louisianan type, like that. And there's two other colleagues. Both of them are psychic scientists and stuff like that. They really kind of use their psychic professionalism as a cover to just have erotic sex, and so-called document it for the occasion. It's just something disguised to, And we have Gallagher's late wife. Not. He's late. He's dead, and she's pretty cute. And the puppets themselves are the main attraction. They are quite funny. They're self-aware. They have personalities. Like Blade, he's the main puppet. He kind of looks like an SS officer, but he has hooks and hands. And there's a funny part in the beginning with him running around. You see from his point of view, and you hear him like kind of panting while he's running, like, huh, what, huh? And just like him type of mumbling to himself, not in coherent English, but just kind of a mix of a language. And there's other puppets like Tunneler, he has a drill in his head. Pinhead, who is like a really brawny one with a tiny head. Madame Leech, and the Jester. But all these puppets are quite fascinating in their own right. There's like 9 movies. There's tons and tons of movies of these, and like there's one, there's 2. Two is a revenge story. 3 is an origin story. 4, I've only seen up to 5. Yeah. But there's 9 now, and there's the Versus series versus Demonic Toys. And they're all on YouTube. Check out at fullmoondirect.net, I think. All the videos are up there. In these horror movies, they're not very exploitative or exploitation, as they were. It's not like titties flying everywhere. But it's quite tasteful. But not saying like this is high art or anything. It's just done in a slightly more non-traditional way of a horror film. So I say check it out. It's pretty good. Puppet Master.